Love partner not corresponding? Want to know how to revert that quickly? Rule number 1, do not be insistent or keep forcing yourself on her. You have to put in your mind that if you continue doing that, not only you won't make any headway, but more than likely pretty soon she is going to close the door on you altogether. Rule number 2, don't be all over her all the time, suffocating her to death. Remember this as it is very important, give her plenty of space. So that she doesn't find it strange that all of a sudden you withdrew for no apparent reason, you must come up with some convincing reason for doing so. One way would be to go to a doctor you know and him ask to prescribe or advise you to do exercises at a gym 3 times a week or something like that. Obviously, if you're already doing that, then you have to find a different excuse. But if you aren't, then go and enroll in a gym so you won't be lying. Also, the chances are very good that you really need that and it'll do you good both ways. Rule number 3, cut your phone calls and messages to her by at least 50%. Now, the messages and emails that you do send her must be of good quality and relevant to something that you have going with her or that is a common point of view of both of you. If she does call you and asks you to come over or go somewhere with her, don't jump quickly to the answer, "Sure, sweetheart." You have to make a little pause before answering, like if you were hesitant for some reason, and then you'll say something like this, "Well, I guess I'd like that." Why don't we do that? Know what I mean? Keep in mind this fact, everything that looks too easy or look cheap will have a depreciating effect on people's judgment. The more expensive or harder to get, the more attractive they'll appear to be. Rule number 4, as part of your new you technique, you will start treating her more like a man treats a woman that wants to be treated like a real man treats a woman. Are you following me? Women want to be considered like princesses by their men, with tenderness and love, but not a mushy-mushy kind of treatment. Most women hate that. And here goes a very important advice, every time you see her, the first thing you do is to check carefully for something new or different in the way she looks or dresses, and do make a compliment on that. Believe me, that will earn you more points than you can imagine. Rule number 5, be objective on the subjects you bring up in conversation with her. Avoid small talk absolutely as much as you can. Instead, pay a heck of a lot of attention to what she says. This is more important than you can think. Answer as honestly as you can, but never give her an opinion that can offend her, demean her, or put her down. You don't have to agree with everything she puts before you, but try like hell to do that, as that will increase your face value considerably. Rule number 6, all of the previous rules were very important, but this one will make all the difference in the world. If you really love your woman, you're going to have to make some sacrifices along the way to please her. She surely will take notice of that and she will certainly appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, women are very, very smart. Even if they are not very, very intelligent, they will have perception and intuition much higher than those of men, so your woman will notice for sure that you are being a gentleman towards her. And as part of this rule, you shall never, ever, look at another woman for more than 2 seconds when you're with her. That's a big no, no for men. She is your queen, therefore, she wants you to treat her like your queen, especially in front of other pretty or sexy women. If you implement and keep in practice the above advices, you will be on your way to own your woman's heart inexorably and permanently. To sum it all up, here is the element that will keep her dreaming about you and craving for you always. If you once in a while don't feel up to making love to her, don't let her think you do. You know why? A bad or even a lukewarm love session does more harm than good. When she's up to it and you do too, then come up with everything you got and give yourself to her like if that was the last time you did it. Got that? Don't play around with that. If you put that in practice, your love affair with her will be incredibly fulfilling and will last and last and last. For the everlasting happiness of both of you. And one last thing, kissing is even deeper than making sex. It can really show how much you love her. So make darn sure you do that very well and good.